Hi everyone, before this video starts I wanted to talk about a new feature on a website that I'm a really big fan of, minds.com, and that's minds.com, and I'll link to my profiles in the description down below. So a new feature that they have on their website is called exclusive content. So if you pay for the monthly membership, and the membership I made, you can make the cost anything you want. I made mine $1 a month, so it'd be $12 a year with that. But on there, the exclusive content is only content you see if you buy the monthly subscription or you pay for, whatever the amount is per month for the content. Essentially what I'll be using that for is to post my YouTube videos a day early on there, and not just for this channel but for all my different channels. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, you can click on my profile and you can see the exclusive content, and it's something that you can play around with that website. Even if you're not interested in doing that, I would definitely check out the website because I think it's a great social media platform to use, and if more people that follow me on YouTube get on there, I think that'd be great to kind of create more networking and more of a community on there. And I run a fitness page on there. It's kind of similar to Google+, and it's one of the few fitness pages that are on there, so I can always link someone to that if they're interested in that website or in that fitness page as well. But I kind of wanted to let you know all about this because it's something that I think is a neat feature, and if anyone would ever be interested in doing it, I think that would be great, because all the money I make on the YouTubes kind of goes right back into either the making of YouTube videos or into the different fitness things that I do. So I'm not raking in large sums of money, obviously, because I don't have a ton of subscribers. But really any money I'd ever make on YouTube would kind of go into the fun things in life. I make enough for my job to kind of live, so it's not as if I need extra money for food or different necessities like that, but a lot of the stuff would just be stuff that would allow me to do more stuff as far as camera stuff or video stuff or different meets and get different equipment, different things like that. So I wanted to just inform you all about this, and if you made it this far, I appreciate it, and hopefully you enjoy the rest of this video. Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about some good news I have regarding the USAPL and my future in it. So the meet that I was looking at that's in Columbus, Ohio, April 3rd of the beginning of next year, that I was looking at before is considered to be a local meet or whatever, but I contacted the meet director actually this morning, and she got back to me really quick and said that I could use whatever equipment that met whatever specifications they had, basically that I didn't have to use their sponsored equipment. And thanks to John Allen for letting me know that that was a thing. I didn't actually realize that. I just thought you just had to use whatever equipment for whatever meet, but thankfully I don't, and that's considered whatever meet that is. I forget exactly what it's called, but I wouldn't have to worry about buying new equipment for that. So that's a good thing. So I should be able to do that meet. I sent her the equipment with my belt and wrist wraps, because those are the two big questions, because my shoes should be fine. I might get some new knee sleeves at some point because the cloth ones that I got from Walmart, they're not of the highest quality, seeing how I paid like $3 for them, but they work well for as cheap as they were. But anyway, so that should be, tentatively that's my plan, unless for whatever reason she says that I can't use this belt or those wrist wraps for that meet, but I can't imagine that they won't be, because when I did my first meet in April for USPA, those belts and wrist wraps were considered fine for that. Even the knee sleeves I had were fine. So that should be, tentatively, is when I'm planning to do my next meet. And also another thing regarding that I found out is that the weight classes went up or they moved to the international standards, so it's like 206 for the weight class that I would be in, not 198. So that means I can get pretty fat, and not just saying that sarcastically, like I could legitimately put on like 10 pounds and still make weight. And the weight class below is the 182, so that is a pretty drastic cut down for me, so I'm definitely going to stay in that weight class and just bulk up a little bit, or just eat. I'm just going to eat eat and lift, so I should be able to hopefully make some progress before that April time. I don't have any specific goals that I'm targeting for that, just obviously to hit PRs and hopefully all 3 lifts. At that point I should be able to, and obviously to make weight. But moving on past that, so that I have that meet in April that I'm assuming that I'll be able to do it and there shouldn't be any sort of issues with that, but if that doesn't work out, I'll look for a different meet around that time, because I do want to compete sometime in the early spring, whether it's that meet or a different one. Ideally it would be that one, but later that year they're Raw Nationals, and they're in Orlando, Florida, so I would have to fly down. I have a friend down there, so hopefully I'll be able to stay down there, but that's a little ways away. That's in October. And the reason I'm looking at that meet in particular is that if I would want to qualify for the Arnold in 2018, I would have to do Raw Nationals. I'd also have to get a 440 Wilks, at least based on the qualification standards that were for the Arnold this year. I assume they're going to be about the same. So based on my current weight and that, for as far as Wilks go, I would have to get about, it was like a 15-15 or 15-10 total to get that 440 Wilks. So I'm quite a bit of ways from that. I'm probably like 170 pounds away if I had to guess. Obviously I haven't done all my maxes at this body weight yet, or at least I've done it once before, and that was way at the beginning of the year, and I've obviously got stronger since then. But I'm quite a bit of ways away, so that meet probably won't happen. I don't know if I'll do a different meet if I don't do that one in the fall. But if I can make a lot of progress and at that point and be around that total and have a chance to qualify for the Arnold in 2018, then I'll try to get down there and do that meet. But if I'm not close, I'm not going to try to go down there, because I don't think, if I was reading the website correctly, there's no sort of total or thing you have to do before that. You just have to sign up and pay for that meet, and that meet can be a qualifier for the Arnold with that. I'm assuming it would be a qualifier, and that's another thing. I have to wait to see what the specifications for qualification for 2018 are even going to be for the Arnold. Because if like the Wilks jumped up to say 450, then I'd like put me even more out of reach, and it wouldn't be something I would have to worry about. So perhaps not 2018, unless I can make some crazy progress this year, but perhaps 2019, because if it stays around that 440 Wilks for the qualification, I think that's a lot more realistic in the year after that than in this, I guess, this upcoming current year. But I'm going to work hard towards that, so I kind of have the journey to 1500. So I have the meet April 3rd that I'm looking at. Hopefully that all works out, and I'm assuming that it will. And then I have maybe the one in October if I can get lots of gains around them. But with the increased weight class, I should be able to eat a lot and lift a lot, and that should do well for my total. So even if I don't get to that 1500 mark or about there, I should hopefully have a good year of lifting and make a lot of progress. But that's about it that I want to talk about in this video. So if you have any thoughts or comments about anything I talked about, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.